Security tools may create a false sense of safety within teams. Examining their effectiveness when faced with actual cyber threats reveals underlying weaknesses. This video is sponsored by Stonefly. More on that at the end of the video. Security teams commonly deploy an array of defensive tools, maintain alert systems, and keep security dashboards up to date. Yet a critical question often goes unaddressed. Would those defenses actually hold up against a real attack? The assumption that a control exists means it works, or that an active detection rule will catch something, is where many organizations quietly fall short. On the surface, everything looks fine. Dig a little deeper, and the cracks start to show. Organizations frequently take it on faith that implemented controls and detection rules will perform as intended without ever putting them to the test. That assumption is exactly where exposure quietly builds. A tool being present in a stack is not the same as a tool functioning correctly under real conditions. Security teams deploy layers of defensive measures under the belief that coverage equals protection. Without verification, though, that belief becomes a liability. Existing controls are treated as effective without any confirmation. Active detection rules are expected to catch threats they have never been tested against. Clean dashboards are mistaken for genuine operational health, masking what is actually broken or misconfigured underneath. When security measures go untested, vulnerabilities accumulate quietly over time. Organizations need to account for tools that may be running outdated configurations or have never been tuned to the specific environment they are meant to protect. Alert systems can become saturated with noise, causing genuine threat signals to get buried or ignored entirely. Incoming threat intelligence may not account for the latest attack techniques actively being used in the wild. Routine assessments are the only reliable way to understand how defense tools perform under real-world conditions rather than ideal ones. Simulations and controlled exercises surface the kind of detail that standard monitoring simply cannot provide. Running regular drills helps organizations identify false positives and false negatives that would otherwise skew response decisions. They measure actual response times and test whether alert-to-action workflows function as designed. They also confirm that deployed tools are correctly configured and current with the latest updates. Having threat intelligence flowing in is standard practice for most security teams, but the value lies in how it gets applied day to day. Threat intel databases must be updated on a continuous basis to stay relevant against emerging techniques. Personnel need consistent training in interpreting intelligence reports and translating them into meaningful defensive action. Automated tooling should be paired with human oversight to avoid blind spots that neither can fully address alone. Maintaining a genuinely strong security posture means going beyond appearances. Organizations that regularly test their environments, validate their controls, and honestly assess detection accuracy are the ones best positioned to stop a real attack rather than simply assume they could. And now a word from our sponsor. Stonefly's NAS storage appliance has been recognized by DCIG as one of the top 5 mid-market software-defined storage file backup targets for 2025 to 2026. Stonefly offers a 100 terabyte immutable and air-gapped SSO NAS for $9,995. Key features include air-gapped and immutable storage, deduplication, MFA, and volume deletion protection. The appliance includes a 100 terabyte Gen 10 8x2U rack mount with 7 14 terabyte enterprise SAS drive pack, a 12-core storage virtualization engine, 32 gigabyte system memory, 12 gigabyte SAS hardware RAID controller, and an 800 watts platinum certified hot swappable power supply. It also provides services like snapshot, tiering, encryption, sync and async, replication, and supports CIFS, SMB and NFS, Cloud Connect to Azure Hot, Cool Blob, AWS S3, erasure coding with a 1-year warranty and support included in this price. Subscribe for more cybersecurity news. Thank you for watching.